What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be going over CVLIFE's WolfCovert Optic. So let's get right into it. Quick disclaimer, CVLIFE did send this out for free, but we're not going to have a biased opinion because of that. If any company sends any sort of product out, we're going to give an honest opinion. If it's crap, we're going to tell you it's crap. If it's great, we'll tell you it's great. It's as simple as that. No shilling around here, just facts. Getting that out of the way. Honestly, the first thing I will note about this guy is, I'll be just totally honest, when it came in, I didn't expect much out of it. Purely because it is a optic that you can get on Amazon and or their website. I will put the price up on the screen right here. Kind of changes all the time on Amazon, but overall it's about $120, which is, I'd say, fairly priced. In the box you get a lot of goodies. For example, an MOS adapter plate that is actually an aluminum adapter plate instead of the crappy plastic ones that you normally get. I thought that was a nice little add-on, just because buying this later on is just another thing you have to wait for and buy. They just give it to you straight in the box. They also give you a microfiber cloth, which is pretty much standard nowadays. The manual, if you're stupid on how this works, which is pretty straightforward, honestly. Forbidden candy, if we'll keep the jokes aside, this is a review. Mounting screws, so they actually give you a ton. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen here. They give you pretty much a set for any optic you're gonna need, and that is amazing. Honestly, I was genuinely surprised about this as well, especially at this price point. You don't see this with many other optics. Tools for you to install it. Obviously, it's kind of useless if you don't have the tools, so kudos to them. And not one, but two batteries, which I think is very nice. Some optics, I've genuinely seen some optics not even send a battery, so that's amazing. Then we got the optic itself, and it's got the Picatinny adapter on there, and we have it on the Heritage Rough Rider Tactical Cowboy. I think I'm just gonna keep it on this guy because it's just amazing. It's got a 2 MOA dot and a 32 MOA circle of doom. You can have either the dot, the circle of doom, or both, which I think is very, very nice. The window is very big, especially for this price range. I've seen a lot of RMR cut red dots that are pretty small and tiny. For example, the red filled red dot that I would probably compare it close to, around that same price, it is pretty much a night and day difference. It's got way better features on there. It's a lot brighter. The window's a little bit bigger, and obviously the stuff that you get with it is honestly very impressive and a lot more than what you get in the Redfield. One of the biggest features that really struck me is something that not even a company like Trijicon could even do, which is insane, and you know where we're going with this, the battery placement. So this is a top-mounted battery. So it's not like Holosun's where it's like a little slide out, which I think is amazing. It's out of the way, doesn't take up any real estate up at the top. But this is the next best thing, because unlike Trijicon, you don't have to take the optic off to replace the battery, because good Lord, you know, I spend $600+ on an optic. I want to zero it every single time I, have to change the battery. The buttons are very tactile, they're very nice. It's very simple to use. The windage and elevation is very tactile. You can adjust them very easily. Overall, this thing is just a really solid little red dot. Quickly noting some other really cool features, it's got the shake wake technology, so after 4 minutes, the dot will actually go off. The second you pick it up, it's going to go right back to what you had it before, which is very nice. I think shake wake technology is just becoming kind of a standard nowadays, which I think it should, just because it used to be kind of a premium thing back in the day. Now it's actually, even in red dots that are only $100, $150. That's awesome. It's an IPX7 waterproofing, so it's, we'll probably test it out. We'll submerge it, throw it in the lake, or just leave it in the ocean. It's shockproof. That's what they say on their website. We'll definitely be testing that out a little bit later. We might even drive down the road and run it over. I don't know. We'll do some stuff with it. Stay tuned to the channel, because this is only just our initial impressions and our overall review of the optic itself. Later on, we're going to be doing some torture testing and all that good stuff. The stuff that you actually want to see. They say it's got a 50,000 hour battery life, which I think is about 5 years. If you can get 5 years out of it, consistent use, that's amazing, but I highly doubt that. We're obviously not going to be using it probably that much, but battery life so far has been very great. We've been using it for about 2 weeks now, so haven't had any issues. It's been holding zero very effectively, and it's been very accurate, which is right out of the box, very accurate. You're gonna see here very soon. Overall, the WolfCovert optic is a very solid little plinker optic. I wouldn't use it for any serious allocations like a self-defense pistol or anything like that. But throwing it on like, let's say the Rossi R22, the Brawler, the Heritage Rough Rider, something like that, just to plink on the range, it excels in that. It's amazing with all the features that you get with it. All right, enough talk. We're gonna go down onto the range, so let's get right to it. All right, so we're out here on the range. Here we go. We got the optic on here. As much as I would love to use this on like potentially like a budget self-defense pistol or little setup, I wouldn't necessarily go that far. But as far as shooting on the range and, you know, as a backup optic, this is phenomenal, especially for the price, the quality, the tactile buttons, and everything that they give you inside the box. Like we showed previously, you get a lot with it, which is just something you don't see, especially with budget optics. Starting off, we're gonna be shooting it on the Heritage Rough Rider Tactical Cowboy. Again, we just put it on there, so we're gonna show you how accurate it is right out of the box. The ammunition that we're gonna be using is Monarch's 22 long rifle, 40 grain, just regular, you know, lead tips, nothing too special, standard velocity. So we got it loaded up. We're gonna see how accurate she is. We're about 30 yards away. We're gonna be hitting steel. So let's get right to it. Spot on. That is truly impressive. Again, 30 yards, 35 yards away, and it is hitting the target pretty much in a nice tight grouping. 6.5 inch barrel, literally right out of the box. That's just, I know, it is Chinese optic. We're not talking about a EOTech or an Acro or anything, but this is just genuinely impressive. Good old Stingers. Now these guys, if you know anything about 22 long rifle, Stingers are like, they're not the fastest and the most effective, but they're pretty high up there, and they're moving, what are they? 1640 feet per second over, like, let's say 1100 or about 1050 feet per second. These are 1640 feet per second, and they're hollow points. So when it hits a soft target, it's not good. Again, 30, 35 yards away, hitting steel. Let's get right to it. Woo! That is a lot more aggressive. I think that's it. Yep. Wow. That is insane. Honestly, that is truly impressive. Again, spot on, making very tight groupings that would even make the Mark IV kind of blush. This is just amazing optic. It's doing great. It's holding up amazingly. Even with it being sunny outside, I'm able to get right onto the dot just fine, and it's doing great. We are using the Circle of Doom with the dot just because I think that looks the best personally. Comment down below, what would you use? Just the dot, just the circle, or both? Comment down below, I'm actually very curious. So we're gonna load it up, we're gonna hand it off to Skyler, see what he thinks.
Been a while since I shot the Heritage Rough Rider here, so we're gonna take off that manual safety, which can be a pain, and let's enjoy this red dot. So as you can see, you can co-witness. You can see either the red dot itself, or you can use the iron sights. They're both right there within, you know, quarter inch. So very nice to have that if for whatever reason the red dot stops working. Overall, great red dot, especially for the money.
One of our favorite little range toys, the Rossi Brawler chambered in 45 long Colt and 410 shotgun shells. We are going to put the CVLIFE optic on there. As you see, we literally just put it on there, so we're gonna see how sighted in she is. We're gonna be running some 250 grain, 45 long Colt, jacketed hollow points by Ammo Inc. So again, do not cut the camera. We're gonna see if this is sighted in pretty much. About to find out. Comment down below. Do you think it's actually sighted in? About to find out. That was a headshot. Boys, that was a headshot. And from about 30 yards away, that is impressive. Headshot. Think we're gonna hit the left target this time. Let's see how much she wants to sing today. Oh my gosh. It's pretty much locked in, which is insane. Man. We literally just switched out the optic and put it on the Brawler here. Stay tuned to the channel because we are going to be doing some updates with this guy, how it does after a couple thousand rounds, see how it holds up, the battery life, all that good stuff. But enough talk. Let me load it up for Skylar, see what he thinks.
Putting this red dot on the Heritage, that's like taking ibuprofen. Putting it on this bad boy, it's like taking Excedrin. So here we go. Boom. Load her up. Let's see how she does. Woo! Dang, I hit that left target, smacked the crap out of that thing. The thing was like,
so that's the conclusion of the WolfCovert Optic by CVLIFE. Again, I'm gonna reiterate, it is not really meant for self-defense use. I guess you could in a pinch, but I personally would not. It is amazing for plinking, as you just saw. We shot it with the Brawler, we shot it with the Heritage. It's an amazing little plinker optic, but other than that, that's about as far as I would go. If you're looking for a cheap budget optic for about $100 to $150, I would definitely consider checking this out, just because with all the stuff that you get, you can throw it on a pistol, you can put the Picatinny rail on there, put it on a rifle, shotgun, whatever you might want to do. It's very versatile in that aspect. And the parts that you get with it so far are pretty quality. We hope you enjoyed the video. Think about subscribing if you've learned anything new today, and we'll see you in the next one.